It's Donovan Everett from Cape Racing, and I'd just like to say it's an absolute pleasure to be involved with Intrabet and Cape Breeders in this golf day today here at Pearl Valley. It's fantastic for the industry to see all the relevant stakeholders coming down and having a good time and networking, and it's exactly what the industry needs right now in terms of moving forward and recreating some positivity to take us forward into the next year.
Race number 6 on the program, set to be run over the 1600 meter trip, and this is a fillies and mares 84 handicap. Get your bets on and get your jackpot 2 bets on by 14:40 on the afternoon. Interview here with Peter Muscat and Gallop van Zyl.
Yeah, she lost her way a little bit in Cape Town, but in saying that, she never really ran badly. Her form behind the second place finisher in the fillies Guineas is solid. Her work has been good in the lead up. She might just need the return, but I think she is a good filly in the making, and the Scottsville Mile should be ideal for her.
Yes, I'm quite confident she's looking for 1600 even further, and also a filly that's just starting to come into her own, a late maturing filly, doing very well. Not the softest target first time out the maidens, but definitely a filly that has scope for improvement.
Yeah, thanks to Peter Muscat and Gallop van Zyl for their comments regarding their respective runners in the lineup. And when we have a look at the fixed odds market, October Fair is your favorite at 28-10. It's 9-2 about Fabulous, 11-2 about Lucky Miss, Feeling Groovy, and then it's 7-1 and Better Bar. Those now. When having a look at this race, I think it's a difficult race because there's quite a few horses in with chances here. Number 5, Alpha Betty, and I think she's a huge runner, but I am not sure. I simply cannot understand this. This horse was a 73 at her last start. Yeah. In a field of 9, she finished 3rd last in 7th position, beaten 5 lengths, but she goes up 11 points. I simply cannot wrap my head around that. I would understand if she finished 5th or even 4th, but the horse finished 7th, and the handicappers decided to penalize her 11 points. I simply think that is beyond words. I'm not quite sure how she can go up 11 points, but that certainly does affect the chances here in this lineup, because she's got to carry more weight than she should actually be carrying in this field. And she's a young filly, she's improving, and I'm just not quite sure what to make of it. I'm just stuck with the chances. I think number 8, Kayleen, she's a runner that you've got to keep a very close eye on, because if we can recall, she's run behind the likes of Desert Miracle, as you can see in a form line, Under Your Spell, Silver Darling, she's a keeper, Marina, Make It Snappy, Winchester Mansion, Live My Life. She's run against some top quality horses.
Those are big names, yeah.
She's come down from a 106 down to a 85. Now, 1600 may be at the top of her range, but in saying that, she has been far from disgraced over the distance. She's run 2 seconds and 1/3. She's run in the fillies Guineas, a 3rd behind Under Your Spell. I think she's a huge contender. She's carrying 60.5 kgs on the back. Just having a quick look at the fixed odds betting market about her current price. That's a horse number 8, Kayleen. She's currently at around 16-1. She's the biggest outsider in the field of 9 runners, yet she's been tested at group level, whereas these other horses, they haven't hit those heights yet. She's achieved the highest rating in the race, so she's going to be the each way play in the race for me. Obviously, Rachel Venica doesn't take the rider board. She's aboard number 1, Fabulous, but I think number 8, Kayleen's a class package. If she has to bounce back to some of her better form, she'll certainly take a power of beating in this field. And then obviously you can include the likes of October Fair, Lady Serena, who must have a chance based on her course form, and then Alpha Betty, who has been given a bit of a hard task by the handicapper. But Devon, what's your assessment of the race?
Yeah, quite like number 3, October Fair, from the Sean Terry yard, with Keegan DeMello aboard. This one's only going to carry 56.5 kgs. I thought the last win was very, very good. I was very impressed by that, beating Island Beauty by 2.75 lengths. I do believe that she's very, very capable of winning again. So that's going to be my narrow first selection. Second selection, number 5, Alpha Betty, in full agreement with you. The handicappers penalise this horse, now races off an 84. You know, it leaves some people scratching their heads, but we know it's always debatable. I mean, but you're always going to scratch your head. Gone up 11 points. Finished in 7th position in the last start. Yes, we all know that South is rated highly and has run some cracking races in some features, but still that can be debated with that extra 11 points there for number 5, Alpha Betty. And also a horse like number 1, Fabulous, from the Michael Roberts yard with Rachel Vinegar aboard, taking the 1.5 kgs off. I think this could definitely sneak into the money. So pick 6 wise, I'm just going to go 3 numbers here, 3, 5 and 1, but I do agree with you with the number 8, Kayleen, very capable on a day.
Most definitely, horse number 8, Kayleen, at around 16 to 1. She's definitely worth an inclusion. I think it's a race where you can go the field. It does look to be that type of race, but as you heard from Devon, you can also narrow your selections down in race number 6. And what does look to be a trappy, Fillies and Mares, 84 handicap over 1600 meters.
I bet with Interbet only. They're a fantastic site. I've never had any issues with them. They are very professional. There's never a problem. You deposit money, 2 seconds later it's in your account. You withdraw, which I do very occasionally, and I believe it's also 2 seconds it's in your account.